Welcome to Bourbon Tasteoff, playoff brackets of the best whiskeys. Join us in our season-long quest to find our tastiest bourbon. And here are the playoff brackets of the best whiskeys. They include the first quarter. The first 3 months are done in the books. Here is the list of what is advanced. We are currently recording the second quarter. Please listen into the episodes and follow along and join us in this journey. Hello, welcome to Bourbon Tasteoffs. This is episode number 21, and this is a monthly winner taste-off. So we did 4 other episodes, and we had winners, and we're going to pair those winners off against each other now to find our monthly winner. I'm Todd, we got Josh, and we've got Adam. We are your hosts. Welcome. What can we talk about as far as the options? I think, well, let's do a quick rundown. We had Bottled & Bond, which is a new Riff product, 100 proof. Then we had Adam's pick, which was a Uncle Nearest. That was a Tennessee bourbon. And then we had Josh come in with his Billy Goat Strut. Billy! Da-da-da, da-da-da.
Welcome to the big show.
That's right. So we've been having a lot of fun with this. And then recently I brought the toasted barrel finish, which we found Penelope Char number 5 at a high toast level was absolutely delicious.
It was very surprisingly good.
Yeah. So we're going to find out of those 4 if anything can beat Billy Goat Strut.
It's the funniest part about the Billy Goat Strut. It's a reference to original racing in Louisville.
Right.
Yeah.
That's pretty crazy.
That's one of the cool things about trying all these and hey, some of the backstory and
right. Wasn't the Billy Goat Alley over by Angel's Envy?
Yeah, that's what we read. Yeah.
Yeah.
So Billy Goat Alley, Angel's Envy is on Billy Goat Alley.
Wow.
Yeah.
Back where they had the original races in Louisville.
Pretty crazy.
So before the big Kentucky Derby, they had Billy Goat Racing.
Billy Goat Strutting.
Billy Goat Strutting.
So, yeah, Kentucky Derby has nothing on us.
Or nothing on Billy Goats.
Or nothing on that, yeah. So Woodford Reserve backed the wrong horse.
I see that.
Yeah.
We've been having a lot of fun with the name. Obviously, nobody has ever, seen that before, and we've been having a lot of fun. So let's get to tasting of who picked last?
I did, so we'll let Adam pick.
All right. Sorry to stop in mid-offering.
4.
All right, we'll have one go against number 4 and find out what bourbon is going to take this month's title. We've got some pretty good ones in this month.
Good diversification of selections this month.
I agree. Yep. Cheers, guys.
Cheers.
Let's figure this thing out.
Higher ethanol, not much of a nose.
Well, I mean, high ethanol is kind of a blast to the nose.
Fair. Yeah.
Not getting a lot of grain off of it.
Okay, I'm definitely getting some cinnamon. Now I'm trying to remember what I got cinnamon off of.
Don't remember. Just rank it.
I know.
A little bit of an aftertaste.
It's got a good proof to it.
Yeah, it's a good point. I think I'm trying to remember the offerings. Obviously, the Bottle and Bond is 100. Penelope was that a high proof? I can't remember. That was at 100 too, I think.
It was close.
Yeah, I thought
101 or whatever.
Yeah.
50.5. I don't remember. It wasn't substantially high.
Right.
Or that could have been the 107. Might have been. I forget. It's been a little bit.
Yeah. Yeah, it's been a few weeks.
We just wear the same shirt every week.
Yeah, I know. I got to get on my wife about doing my laundry. I'm going to move over to 4.
This one does hit on the back of the palate pretty well. It sits there.
Yeah, it does. I'm getting a little bit of a similarity,
Yeah, I think so too.
which I didn't think there would be any similar.
No. Proof point too. It feels similar, like on the mouth tingle.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Wow.
A little surprising, honestly.
Yeah.
They taste very similar.
I'm very surprised. I thought with all of our offerings that we were going to be like completely different tasting.
Yeah. Makes it really interesting for what 2 and 3 is going to bring.
Yeah. I have made a decision.
This is tough.
It is tough. It's one of those ones like, which one do you like the most right now kind of
Yeah.
decisions, I feel like.
Yep. And we've had that quite a few times. When we first started off, I was like, well, it depends on your mood. But Josh made a point of saying it's a preference thing.
Yeah.
Which I love that description of it. It's
Yeah.
just a preference. But yeah.
Nothing's jumping out really huge at me.
Yeah, I'm cautious to make some of the comments I want to make only because I don't want to influence anything, So I'm like kind of holding back some of my comments I want to make.
All right. I'm good.
But I kind of know where I'm leaning.
Okay. What do you got, Todd?
All right, so starting out with 1, I got some heat. I got some lip burn. I got some cinnamon, and then I went to 4, and I realized, wow, there's a lot of similarities. I think 4 isn't as much of a burn, so I do think it's a little less of a proof. And so when I went back to 1, then I was confirmed with that notion, and that 1 really just jumped out and like kind of bit me, and to me it wasn't an enjoyable bite. So I kind of went to 4, and I think I'm leaning towards 4 to take it.
Totally. 1, I said like high ethanol, aftertaste, hot. It like you taste 1 and it's tingling on the tongue for a while. I would say 1 and 4 are closer than we think they are, just maybe less tingly, less aftertaste, a little smoother. So I landed with 4 as well.
After going back a couple times and trying to just get a better nose on stuff, because I think flavor profile-wise, they seem really similar. But like nosing them, there's something in 1 that I'm not enjoying currently. So I'm going to go with 4.
Unanimous.
It is.
Yeah.
It wasn't as clear initially when I started tasting them,
Right.
but
It took a couple go backs.
second and
does,
third,
yeah.
I was like, no.
I agree. I mean, our first initial response was they're very similar.
Yeah.
And then we kind of narrow it down by going back and forth a couple times, and just it does eventually stand out.
Alrighty, 3 and 2.
Yeah.
Are we doing 2 first? I should be doing 2
Typically.
first. I
You
actually
said
picked
3 and 2, so I was going to
I picked up 3 and I was like, that's probably a bad idea.
So far, every episode, I've always done it like numerical order. If some are against each other, it's always been.
So what's before 3? Is that 2 or?
It's 1, 2, 4, 3.
All right, we're figuring this out. Look at this.
Oh man, math with Todd.
Well, Adam's the one with the big words like north and south.
Oh,
I thought that was hilarious.
Oh, that was a good night.
That was a lot of tastings.
That was a lot of taste.
Yeah. Can't wait to do that again. Although, it seems like we have.
I already know. I already know what 2 is.
Do you?
Easy. I know what it is. Smooth, buttery, not butter, buttery.
Buttery.
Very good.
Yeah. Nope.
I do like it. I really do.
Yeah. When you mention notes like buttery and just, you didn't say warm, but I kind of put a warm connotation into it because it's not like watered down. You know, it's been aged. It's got
Yeah.
some nice oak notes to it, and buttery, and it is pretty fantastic.
I'm gonna throw something out there. It's a darn shame that we have to pick between 2 and 3.
Have you tasted 3 already too?
I have,
Yeah.
All right, let me get to it.
because I think those are the, I don't know, but it's good.
Yeah.
Does 3 seem a little toasted?
A little bit. It's well, I was gonna say sweeter on the nose, a little bit more rounded.
Yeah. I actually thought 2 was the toasted, but maybe not. And I guess I don't want to figure it out. Is that bad?
Billy!
I think 1 was Billy.
No, it's the new riff.
I think 1 is New Riff as well.
Yeah.
Really?
Yeah.
Okay. Well, I'll make sure to edit all this out.
I think 4 is actually Billy.
Interesting.
I think 2 is the 1892 or the Uncle Nearest, and I think 3 is Toasted. I could be wrong.
I think 4 is nearest and 2 is Billy.
Do you think 3 is Toasted?
Yeah.
Yeah.
We're all over the place. 1 episode a day.
So I have mine picked,
Yeah.
but I'm gonna say that these 2 I think should have been. These 2 are my top 2 of the 4.
Yeah, these are both really good. I'm just going to throw a guess out there. It's going to be proven wrong, but I think it's going to be between 2 and 3. I think is like the Toasted and the Bottle and Bond. I know you guys think it's not, but
Not a
it'll be interesting to see.
You don't know what you're talking about.
Yeah.
You have no clue.
I would guess, like I said, 2 is Nearest. Alrighty.
Did you have a pick?
Not quite yet.
Okay.
Always undecided.
Right? It's just like it's a swing vote on that one, you know? I'm not sure.
Yeah.
Usually I'm last.
Yeah,
They're very different from each other.
they are, but I like
I think
them
he's
both.
trying to not pick the wrong one, and that's what's the...
No, I'm
I think he's concerned he's going to pick Billy
I know,
as,
me
the,
too.
as the winner.
I don't think it's one of those.
I don't think so either.
I don't.
Billy!
Oh, this episode's just popping.
You know my favorite thing about this episode?
Huh.
Billy.
Todd's going to have to edit this.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And I think we're going to have to do a Billy count to see how many times the word Billy was used in
Ooh,
a
is that
Billy
like when you're
episode.
watching, every time we say Billy, you have to take a drink?
Yeah, I like that.
Yeah,
So
that's solid. Drinking
for
game
those
built
for those
in.
that are watching,
Yeah.
every time you hear the word
Billy!
take a drink.
Take a drink.
I just know that when I'm editing, the volume has to go way down.
All
I think I'm
right.
ready. I'm ready.
Hit it up.
Oh, I go first? I was kind of struggling between both of them. I enjoy both of them. I really do. Josh, you made a comment about Toasted with number 3. I don't know if that's accurate or not, but I'm just going to go with what I'm enjoying the most right now, and I'm enjoying 2 more than 3. So I'm just going with 2. Even though I want to like Toasted because we had such a fantastic episode when that was here, I'm going to try to take any bias out of it and just go with what I'm enjoying.
I think a lot of that's when you get to checking like episode winners versus episode winners or quarterly winners versus whatever, it really starts to show like what are you feeling at that time when you're drinking that whiskey, you know? So like having a selection of more than 1 or 2 options is always a positive. At this point, I'm going to take number 3. I think number 3 is the one that right now I'm enjoying the most out of 2 and 3. So I'm going to pick that.
Awesome. Yeah. This is a very difficult choice. I would say kind of like I said in a previous episode, I think 2 is very similar to your Four Roses single barrel, and 3, I like the flavor and strong start to end. I also picked 3, so 3 it is. 2, I would love to see 2 come back in a future episode because I think it is that strong of a
Contender?
choice. Yes.
And it's very possible. We've had situations in the past with Bullet 10 and a couple of Four Roses, barrel strength options that came back more than once. So if it's something that we certainly enjoy, it has a possibility to come back. So right now, though, we have 1 and 2 that did not advance. So we're going to go get those bottles and we'll talk about them. All right, so we're back. So the one we just decided on, which I picked Toasted Penelope.
Is that 2?
That is 2.
Really?
So that means I have a fantastic taste. So 2 was the Penelope Toasted, which we all, in a previous episode, really admired
Right.
and talked up. It's a 5 char with a heavy toast at 100 proof. And it's a 5-year age statement, too. So it's a fantastic product that just got beat out by potentially Billy. So
this surprises me.
Yes.
I said smooth and butter for number 2. And I'm a little shocked right now that compared just a little surprised. So I did not taste any toasted on this.
No, I definitely got some oakiness, but I wasn't that like sweet, oaky, toasty flavors that, I normally go with when I think of a toasted barrel.
Yes.
Yeah, it's just interesting.
Seemed subtle compared to the other ones. So.
Yes.
yeah, and you guys weren't thinking that was on this side, right?
No, not a chance. I thought that was nearest.
Yeah, and so, but I'm not also right because I thought that it was going against the Bottle and Bond. So
Right.
I did have a feeling that this was in this mix, but I also thought this was in the mix, which is the New Riff Bottle and Bond, which is 100 proof. And that was number 1, which I'm so surprised that. What were our comments on that? We thought
High
it was
ethanol,
a little higher nose.
aftertaste,
Long finish.
Yeah.
tingle, tingle, tingle.
And when you guys weren't here for this episode, but when we tasted it, it was notes of like butter. It was notes of like just like brown sugar, just kind of more of like, those like warm,
Molasses-y,
warmer notes, which I didn't get that at all tonight,
No.
going against number 4. So that's why I thought this might be 2 or 3, but this ended up being glass 1. Some surprising
Right.
results
Well, like we said,
here.
like it's all depends on what you're wanting to have at that moment.
Yeah.
It really can change. So if you have a bottle that you absolutely love, that may not be your go-to bottle all the time.
Yeah.
Wild. I'm a little surprised.
I'm really, I mean,
I am more shocked
about Penelope.
that the tasting the toasted, I did not think that was toasted.
Do you think it's because when we were tasting like the toasted episode, we were tasting against other toasted episodes,
Has
and
to
it's
be.
a subtler flavor, and we were trying to pull in more compared to like a Bottled and Bond or
But this is a 5 char.
yeah, it should be like
Right. I didn't get that.
no.
but the toast that takes off that char
true.
and it settles it down, where you're thinking, you guys were thinking, what were you guys thinking this one was? Uncle Nearest?
That's what I thought.
Which is a Tennessee.
I don't know what you thought. But
No, I can't remember what I was thinking. I thought this one was that one.
Okay.
Yeah. Actually,
Yeah.
yeah, I had those switched, I think.
well, we're all wrong.
Yeah.
Yeah.
What does that tell you? That's why we do this blind.
That is why we do this blind.
You don't want to
We're-
be influenced by
Right. We're just
anything.
trying to go off of what you're tasting.
Yeah.
And so,
I
Well-
did say, hey, I would love to see this one
Yeah.
in again. Because it was
you
that
did say that.
it was that
that
close
close.
for
Yeah.
streaming.
Yeah. Yeah. I'll have to buy like 3 other Penelope bottles and have a Penelope episode or something.
Yeah.
That'd be fun.
That would be fun.
Or you could just do an MGP episode.
That is true.
Source different
Yeah.
MGPs.
You could do that for like 10 episodes.
Yes.
Miller Genuine Draft, huh?
Yep. High Life. High Life Light. 64.
Right. Well, we know that one of these options is Billy. We've been having fun. You can tell. So I'm gonna go back to 4 just because we just recently had 3, and find out if this is Uncle or Billy.
It's Uncle Billy.
For all the jokes aside, pretty good.
Yeah. No, you are right because look at what just lost. These are 2 fantastic bottles, which is why this is a monthly.
Anything from this though is New Riff underperforms, and we've consistently seen New Riff come in and underperform. But I first got into bourbon, I was huge on the New Riff rye. So I don't know.
You think it's because it's more of like a more rounded profile on the flavor, so it tries to capture as many people. They don't like try to push for like a char flavor or these flavors or that. And you think it's just because they're trying to make a general product?
I don't think so. We said high ethanol and hot aftertaste.
Right.
I don't know what's general about that. To me, it just seems like a lower quality.
Gotcha.
But with that being said, this was a weekly winner. It did beat out.
Yeah, but you didn't have Adam or I in that.
That's
so.
true. Yeah. It was just that.
Yeah. No. We never did pick a Billy product before. Yeah, I'm getting some high ethanol on the nose on 4.
Number 3 is so sweet.
Yeah, it's a good one. I'm just gonna pick 4 so that Billy goes through.
We're gonna be all surprised anyway. We're all thinking one way and it's gonna go another. There should be a high demand for Billy after this.
Oh yeah. Where do you find that again? A gift shop at the airport?
So that's at the Artisan Distillery in Kentucky that has Jefferson Ocean. So that's where you find it.
Gotcha. We do like Jefferson stuff.
Yeah, we do.
Oh, very good.
Yeah.
All right. Oh man, this is gonna be very telling. Do I pick the one that beat the New Riff, or do I pick the one that you guys picked to beat the one that
You picked
I
the one
picked?
that you like the most.
I know, but I did say that it was a challenge for me on 2 and 3.
Alrighty, I got mine picked.
Me too.
I have mine.
Who wants to go?
I'll
first?
jump in. I'm going 3. I thought it was kind of a toss-up for 2 and 3 for me as far as picking the Penelope Toasted or going to number 3. It was a tough choice. I did pick 2. It did not, move on. However, it was very close for me, and so I picked 3. It is a good bourbon.
Why don't you go, Adam?
I'm gonna take number 4. I like number 4. I think it's pretty smooth, easy to drink. It's a little bit sharp in the front, and then it kind of mellows out and tapers out towards the back end of your palate. And I think currently number 3 is a little sweet for me.
Okay.
So just the way I'm feeling, it's kind of got a long, sweet finish to it. Not always the worst thing, but when you're doing back and forth, sometimes the sweeter flavors are a little more off-putting than the brighter flavors.
Sure.
Well, I don't know. I can't do it.
You don't like being the swing.
No, it's good. I'm wondering how much I want to mess with Todd.
Right?
Yeah. You know what? I said it before. I thought 2 and 3 were very close together. It was
Yeah.
very difficult for me to choose between the 2.
Yeah.
All I'm gonna have to go with 3 as
Nice.
my choice.
Nice.
So very smooth, sweet. I like it a lot. So
Yeah. And before we see the bottles, right?
yeah,
Just random whiskeys bought at random times because of a cool label.
Yeah.
It sometimes works out.
yeah, it does.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Freaking awesome.
Yep. No, that's a good point. And how would you mess with me if you picked one or the other?
Because I should have picked 4 and told you that we're doing Billy Goat.
You're pretty sure that 4 is Billy?
I would be surprised if it was not.
Well, you were surprised that this one was here.
Well, then maybe we're really
Maybe you guys sent Billy through.
Then we might have.
Billy's going through.
We might have. We are back, and this monthly winner has really surprised us all. We'll talk about.
Did you know this was coming?
No, I just I've had Uncle Nearest a lot, and
Yeah.
I know that it doesn't have a sweet finish.
Oh, so you knew it wasn't Uncle Nearest?
Yeah.
Yeah.
No, he knew that it wasn't.
He
Billy.
knew that 4 wasn't Uncle Nearest, but still chose it.
But it is Uncle
No,
Nearest.
I knew.
Or he knew that 4 was Uncle
Yes.
Nearest because it didn't have a sweet.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
Okay, so we got that
Or
situated.
stated differently, he knew that 3 because it had a sweet finish wasn't Uncle Nearest.
Yes.
Yeah.
Okay, so we'll talk about number 4, which beat out the new riff, Bottle and Bond. It's the Uncle Nearest 1856. It's the 100 proof, which we do like that proof.
And that 100 proof stacks up, like you said, really close to the Bottled and Bond, right? Like it's
Correct. They're the same proof.
Mm-hmm.
You're right. And it we did think it was close. However, we did more of like the nose and the finish.
Yeah.
As a result of that. So that was Uncle Nearest. I'm getting that bottle. That's good.
Yeah.
And
Our monthly winner.
winner, Billy.
that is so loud. People are gonna be like eardrums
Oh my God.
popped. That's all right. Sorry, I'll really bring the volume down on that. So yeah, we got Billy Goat Strut. You know, it beat some freaking awesome bottles, and I've never heard of it. I have never heard of this before our episode when we did it,
Yeah.
and it
That's
now
is that from Lux?
No, this is it's
Artesian.
Artesian. Yeah, Jefferson's, right.
yeah, which
Yeah.
is another word for wherever.
Yeah. It's got deep-seated history. In
Crestwood, Kentucky.
Nice.
Have you ever heard of Crestwood? Well, you should have. That's where they make Billy Goat Strut.
Oh, okay.
This thing beat a Toasted Penelope, a Bottle and Bond New Riff, and a Uncle Nearest 100 proof. That's impressive.
Yes.
It is.
That's surprising.
That's very surprising.
And out of all the bottles, it's the hardest to find.
Right.
Yeah. I don't find it on any shelves.
No.
Because, I mean, people buy it so quick. It's like nowhere to
It's just
find
gone.
it.
It's
Gone.
instantly gone.
That's
Is this allocated?
Oh boy, what a month.
Interesting and a half.
yeah. Well, I mean, way to go, fellas.
Yeah.
You picked it over the Toasted.
I will say, this is 110 proof. So we picked the highest proof option
Yeah.
out of all 3 of them.
But it didn't have a. It didn't
Right.
taste like ethical.
It's the Canada blend.
Yeah, probably.
Mellows it down.
That's right. It's a blend.
Yeah.
And it doesn't have an age statement, so it has to be over 4 years. Because if it's under 4 years, although that's just true for bourbons.
Yeah.
So this is a blend.
Not Canadian. You
They
can
might
do
not
anything
have
you
to.
want in Canada.
They might not have to put an age statement on it if it's a blend.
It was difficult for me to pick between 2 and 3,
Yeah,
and so that's awesome.
that's a testament, though.
It was not that challenging for me to pick between 3 and 4. But for you, where did you land? Because you obviously picked 4.
I picked 4. Like I said, the 3 had a sweet finish
Yeah.
that I wasn't really
Big
digging.
fan of him, so.
And yeah, so that was like kind of like the finish was the really big one for me on that.
Awesome.
And is that the one you were talking about that's like not a 750? That's a
0.375.
Yeah, it's a little bottle.
yeah,
bottle.
it's a 375 milliliter.
You sneak that in a movie theater.
Yeah, it's a flask. So it's your own little flask of Billy Goat, and you can strut.
Yeah, of the best of June right there.
Billy Goat Strut.
Billy Goat Strut.
That's right.
Hey, where's your strut?
It's coming. I got to get through the toasted first. Wow. Definitely a surprise.
Yeah.
I thought for sure when we started this tasting that would be the first one out. And it wasn't. It held true. It stayed consistent, and
So weird.
It was a previous winner, and now it won for the month. And any of you bourbon snobs that might want to judge us for picking that, try it if you can find it.
Good luck.
Good luck.
And then once you like it, you must do the strut.
That's right. It's the Billy Goat Strut.
The Billy Goat strut.
Well, you can tell we've had a lot of fun. We hope you have too. Please make sure you like and subscribe, and we'll see you next episode.
Hey, one more.
Billy!
I should have done it.
Billy won. Yep. That's fucking awesome.
Holy
Billy!
shit. This thing's going to be the next fucking sought bourbon.
Oh, it's gonna be $500 a bottle.
No kidding.